The U.S. Secretary of Defense will meet with NATO this week to pitch a new plan of minimum force levels designed to guarantee European security. Mattis's so-called 30-30-30-30 plan involves committing European allies to a bare minimum level of air, land, and sea forces ready to deter, and if necessary, fight, Russia. According to Military Times, the 30-30-30-30 plan calls on NATO to be capable of assembling a fighting force of 30 land battalions, 30 aircraft squadrons, and 30 warships within 30 days. The forces would be drawn from across NATO and could rush to the assistance of any NATO ally threatened by Russian land forces, think Poland, Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia. The land force of 30 battalions is a fairly low bar, but realistic considering Europe's declining military power. A typical U.S. Army combat division contains about 15 battalions, including the equivalent of 9 infantry, armor, or mechanized battalions, 3 artillery battalions, and 3 aviation battalions. The entire U.S. Army has about 180 battalions. Although the rest of NATO is larger in terms of overall manpower, duplication among the various countries as well as defense cuts mean few countries can deploy more than a brigade of heavy armor or mechanized forces. Military Times cites a RAND Corps report, PDF, which states that although the UK, Germany, and France can each deploy a heavy brigade of about 3 battalions within a month, all 3 would be hard-pressed to sustain it in the field during a prolonged crisis. The British Army has faced several rounds of personnel cuts over the years, leading to a decline in the number of forces it can generate. The German Army has only 225 Leopard 2 tanks, with only 95 Leopards combat-ready. France's army is stretched thin, distracted by commitments to its former colonies in Africa. Currently, the U.S. Army stations about 9 battalions in Europe, the 173rd Airborne Brigade, 2nd Cavalry Regiment, and a heavy armor brigade that rotates in from the United States on regular intervals. If France, Germany, and the UK can each chip in 3 battalions, that adds up to 18. Smaller NATO powers including Spain, the Netherlands, Italy, and others could conceivably generate the final 12 battalions. If they choose to step up and volunteer for duty, that is. The rest of the 30-30-30 force, the 30 aircraft squadrons and 30 warships, would be considerably easier to generate, with the exception of Germany, which has only 4 Eurofighter Typhoons out of a force of 128 combat-ready. Germany also has submarine problems, with only 1 out of 6 submarines operational and 5 of 13 frigates capable of being deployed.